Yleisön Areenan haastattelussa tällä kertaa ihana tanskalainen Carpark North, Soren and Morten. Hi guys, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
A bit tired.
Bit tired.
Yeah. But we have coffee, so we'll survive.
Yeah.
That's great. You had a gig last night at Tampere. How was it?
It was fantastic. It was a really, really good show. Like really intense, small club. Lots of people, and they were really, really happy. Like cheering. It was.
What was the name of the club? Joutalo.
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 You said that you like playing in Finland, but do you felt like the audience remembered you guys? Because it's been like 3 years since you last been in Finland.
A lot of the audience could sing along on almost all of the songs.
Yeah.
So they must be like hardcore fans.
Yeah, definitely. They seemed really. It didn't seem like a crowd we had to like convince or anything. They were just seeing their favorite band.
Yeah.
That was a really big pleasure.
Sounds good. And tonight you are going to play on Tavastia, and that will be like the second time you are on that stage.
Yeah.
What kind of show can we witness tonight?
I think it's gonna be a sparkling show with lots of energy. We played Estonia the Sunday night and Tampere yesterday, and we had a lot of technical problems and stuff like that on the first 2 days.
But they seem solved now.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I'm crossing my fingers.
The show last night went fantastic with no
Yeah.
problems, so I think tonight we're just really excited to go on stage without problems and then just blow it all away.
Even though it sounds like a classic blah blah thing to say, we really love playing in Finland because I don't know, people are so nice to play for, because when you play like quiet songs, they listen and they don't start talking and stuff like that. They do in Denmark all the time when you play quiet songs. And when you play like power songs, they just
They burst into flames.
yeah, exactly, and die. That's sad, but
But how do you usually handle those technical difficulties that you had in Tallinn? What did you do when the keyboard just broke down?
We work on them all day, and there's like a time schedule during a day with sound checks and dinner, and support acts have to do sound checks, and we have to move that around and take the instruments into backstage room and put headphones on. And
we actually tried once. We were supporting 30 Seconds to Mars, and we were playing in Berlin, I think, in front of like 7,000 people, a big stage. And 3 minutes before we had to go on stage, one of our keyboards just broke down. So we have to like on the spot figure out a way to do the keyboard stuff on the guitar. Like 3 minutes. We were standing like beside the stage.
Yeah, our tour manager was like, one of the keyboards broke down. Have a nice show. And I pushed it on stage. What the fuck?
But that was quite fun, actually.
Yeah, it was. It
Yeah.
turned out great.
As you mentioned, high energy, it's a big part of Carpark North's music. So how do you usually before the gig pump yourself up with the energy?
Yeah, we sing together, and a lot of the time, actually, we are quite quiet, just focus and go around, just going through the set list in your mind and try to remember the important parts and stuff like that. And then like 10 minutes before we sing and have a great time, having fun, like singing Backstreet Boys, like harmony choir stuff, like making really, really corny vocal harmonies and stuff like that. So trying to have some fun.
But I mean, the energy comes on its own when you're on stage in front of a crowd. You gain so much energy from a really good crowd, so you can't avoid jumping around.
Yeah. So it's so nice to have you here, Carpark North, and you are actually on your international breakthrough, on the edge of your international breakthrough right now, and you come from Denmark, and we've come to realize that there's so many great bands coming from Denmark right now. But how do you feel the state of Danish pop music at the time?
I think it's in a really, really good state at the moment. We had some pretty big successes from Danish acts, and that always inspires other Danish acts to believe in themselves and believe in their music, and that just makes better music. So we have a lot of good acts at the moment that we can be proud of.
Yeah. Lately we have had The Storm, Volbeat, Ginger Ninja, Kashmir and Nephew visiting here in Finland.
Yeah.
And now of course you guys. Is Denmark taking over the whole Scandinavia, and are you going to be the next Sweden?
I mean, it would be nice to give Sweden some competition. They really need some competition.
I think Danish, no offense Sweden, but I think Danish, at the moment, I think Danish music is a lot more interesting than the Swedish scene.
Yeah.
The Swedish bands maybe having a hard time living up to the expectations from, you know, Roxette and ABBA, and especially those two, and the Cardigans, of course. So I think there's some sort of secret pressure on those bands. But Danish bands, like, we don't have any successes at all, like Aqua, but that's it. So people are just like more, I think, experimental maybe. They don't have these strict pop forms to follow. So, but for example, Ginger Ninja is a close friends of ours, actually, personal friends, and they make just plain pop songs, not trying to be cool, and you know, and it's it works, and they great live act also, and we're actually playing together with them in Denmark in a couple of months.
Yeah, they played at my wedding. Actually.
Really?
Yeah, they were the house band.
At like 2 o'clock in the night.
Yeah.
I'm pretty drunk, but yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Actually, the live we always have a live guitarist when we play live, and the one we always use just had a baby, so he couldn't come to this. But the one we're using now, he's called Simon, and his little brother is playing drums in Ginger Ninja.
Okay.
So it's
circle.
a small circle. Yeah.
I got the feeling that there will be some more great acts coming from Denmark. So could you tip us some bubbling under bands?
Ooh, who could that be?
The scene in Denmark right now is really focused on pop, like extremely pop music.
Yeah.
A lot of autotune and stuff like that, and it's really hard to break through with like ordinary rock pop music. So they're having a hard time.
There's not that many new rock bands out there. It's mostly pop singers.
Yeah.
I think you could. I think you're gonna hear about a band called Rumor Set Fire.
Okay.
Rumor Set Fire. I think
they're pretty hyped in Denmark.
Yeah.
Kind of like an acoustic,
like
Simon Garfunkel thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty old school, and they have this really strong like vocal harmonies thing going on. So Rumor Set Fire. I think that would be one of the.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, it's been now about 2 years since you released Grateful. So do you now have the times on your eyes on your 4th album, or are you just concentrating now on Lost?
At the moment, we're not writing anything for the new album, but
I am, but
yeah, you are. I'm taking time off all the time. But we're definitely gonna work on it soon. I think it's been a while since we like done a whole new album, and there's a lot of ideas coming up.
Okay.
yeah, you know, you're always writing songs as a musician, and some of them are going straight into the like trash can, but a lot of them stays on your computer, and you know, you return to them and see if it's any good. And so we have a lot of songs in the library we are working on right now, but not we haven't started like a specific 4th album writing thing. So but we're gonna start out like in the spring, I think. We're having a Danish tour in the spring, but after that we've just been so busy lately, so we haven't had the time to write new stuff.
Yeah, at the
I'm
moment
looking
there's
forward to it.
a lot of work
Yeah.
promoting Lost and touring
Yeah.
outside Denmark. So we haven't had the time, but that's, I mean, it's basically what it's all about, writing music. So definitely we're gonna start soon.
And we were talking about like hiring people to go out and play our music in no.
So they can tour and we can write.
Yeah.
Hi, we're Carpark North.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be Lau.
They can do that because all our fans dies. So
Yeah,
they can't
yeah.
recognize us.
They can
Yeah.
remember what.
Like,
they
yeah!
Clever,
Okay.
clever.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go and die tonight.
Yeah.
Sebastian. It was so good to have you here. Thank you, Soren and Morten from Carpark North.
Thank you.
Thank you.